Welcome to Time to Buy or Sell by Kurt Realtors Sierra Pacific Group. Today, we will be discussing the local community and local life in Elk Grove. And we really just want to thank you for tuning in for this deep dive because, we want to explore what it actually feels like to live there right now.
Yeah, exactly. Elk Grove is definitely not just some monolith. It's this super vibrant, really family-forward city. But the very things that draw people in, they actually require a bit of local savvy to navigate.
Right. Like imagine you buy this absolute dream home, right? Purely because you want your kid in a specific school.
Oh, yeah, we see that happen a lot.
Yeah. And then you find out you bought into the wrong parcel zone and your kid is suddenly waitlisted.
It's brutal. I mean, the Elk Grove Unified School District is a huge draw. It's one of the biggest in the state, actually. But because the city has grown so incredibly fast over the last decade, the new school construction just hasn't kept up.
It's lagging behind.
Right. So those top-rated schools are often sitting right at maximum capacity.
So, okay, let's unpack that a bit. It's essentially like trying to buy tickets to a hit festival, right?
That is a great way to put it.
Because you can't just be in the general vicinity of the venue. You literally have to check the exact parcel boundaries to see if your zone actually gets you into those high-demand spots, like Albione Middle or Pleasant Grove High.
Exactly. Just having the right subdivision name on the listing isn't going to cut it anymore.
No, not at all.
And, once you do secure that spot, the whole lifestyle out there heavily revolves around the outdoors. We're looking at over 100 local parks.
Wow, over 100.
Yeah, including the massive 122-acre Elk Grove Park. Plus, there's the paved Laguna Greenbelt, which actually physically connects a lot of the different neighborhoods.
Which is so cool, but it brings up this weird contradiction in the data we pulled. Because even with all those connected greenbelts, the city still gets slapped with a walk score of like 32 out of 100.
Yeah, it's pretty low.
Right, meaning realistically, you really can't get away without a car if you want to run basic errands. Or if you want to hit up community events, like Music on Main or Big Truck Day or that Christmas in July pop-up at Old Town Plaza.
The sprawl is real. That is definitely why the car-dependent label kind of sticks to the area. But I know a lot of buyers worry about that daily commute into Sacramento, and there's actually a major hack for that.
Oh, the SacRT Express bus. Yes, I definitely wanted to highlight this.
It's a total lifesaver for so many people.
Seriously, because it takes exactly 17 minutes, nonstop, straight to the UC Davis Medical Center.
Wow. Just 17 minutes.
Yep. So if you're a healthcare worker, Elk Grove isn't just some sprawling suburb, right? It's actually this incredibly strategic commuter hub.
It totally changes the math on where you might choose to live.
Yeah.
Especially, when you factor in the climate out here. Because Elk Grove summers bring this severe baking heat.
Oh, yeah.
We're talking multiple days pushing well over 102 degrees.
And because buyers are now really factoring in those heavy summer cooling costs, they are approaching the housing market with way more caution than, say, last spring.
Absolutely. Things like mature shade trees or having a western exposure to block that afternoon sun.
And a good AC, right.
Oh, a heavy-duty, Meven-ready AC system is not a luxury anymore. It is an absolute necessity. I mean, sellers just can't list a hot box and expect to get multiple offers today.
So how is that reality hitting the market data right now?
Well, sellers are really being forced to price realistically. And it's interesting because where you look really dictates your leverage as a buyer. The city is kind of segmented.
Segmented how? Like by zip code?
Yeah, exactly. So in the 95758 zip code, which is the Laguna side, you've got this very established, fast-paced market. But then over in 95624, the central and east side, you get that historic old town vibe.
Okay, and supply and demand are pretty balanced over there, right?
Right, very balanced.
So looking at the map, if I'm a buyer and I really want some negotiating leverage right now, why should I pivot my search to the newer south and west neighborhoods, like the 95757 zip code, instead of, that historic center?
It really comes down to the sheer volume of new construction out there.
Yeah.
Because of land availability and all these recent builder incentives in that south and west pocket, there's just much deeper inventory.
Okay, makes sense. More supply naturally means homes sit on the market a little longer.
Exactly. Buyers out there actually have choices. And that translates directly into room to negotiate on price or, ask for repair credits. Sellers in that specific area really have to treat the competition seriously.
So it all comes back to knowing the specific neighborhood dynamics and understanding what leverage you actually hold.
It really does. And as you weigh those options, You also have to consider the future of the area. Elk Grove is adding some massive infrastructure projects right now.
Like the new Sutter Health Center.
Yes, that
Yeah.
56,000 square foot specialty care center, it's slated to open in late 2026.
Wow, that is massive.
It is. And with major employment centers moving directly into the city limits like that, it really raises a provocative question for anyone looking at the area. Will Elk Grove's identity finally shift from just a commuter suburb to a fully self-sustaining hub?
That is a fascinating thought to leave you with today. Will it become a self-sustaining hub? We'll have to wait and see. Thanks for listening to Time to Buy or Sell. If you have questions about real estate in Elk Grove, we're here to help. Reach out to us at Weichert Realtors Sierra Pacific Group. That's Weichert Realtors online at wrspg.com or call 916-619-1971.